In this video, I'm going to go into more detail on how our warehouse system works. I will be comparing the old system versus the new system. I'm going to start with the new system, the all-in, all-out, because this system is the problem. So this is our warehouse. The green doors is where we enter, the red doors is where we exit. Door 127 is for returns. If we have packages to return, this is where we go. We bypass the flex lines and go directly to door 127. This is also where the white vans go most of the time. There have been times when door 125 and 126 have been full of white vans, and then us independent flexers have to wait 30 to 40 minutes until they all scan, load, and leave. This is complete fucking bullshit, because it takes the vans a much longer to load 150 to 200 packages than it does us independent flexers. This doesn't happen often, but often enough to mention it, and it fucking sucks when it does happen, because then we are waiting 30 to 40 minutes after our block begins just to get into the fucking warehouse. When we turn onto the property, we must turn our hazard lights on and stay to the right of the orange cones. This line represents the orange cones. This car is to scale because I snagged it from the parking lot over here. When we get to this point, we can choose the right or left lane. It really doesn't matter with the new system. I normally choose the shortest lane, but I prefer the right lane, just because when they let us in, then I'll be in door 126. It's the right lane, it's closest to the carts, and that's just my personal preference. Number 1, 2, 3, and 4 are yellow vest workers, and number 5 is a blue vest worker. These smaller yellow dots are yellow vest workers. They are sorters, and they just stand around talking, doing nothing to help, and half of them have no idea what's going on. And if you park in this area, then they just get in your fucking way. When they are ready for us to pull in the warehouse, the blue vest guy, number 5, will radio the yellow vest, number 1, telling him or her to let the first set of 30 cars in, or the next set of cars in. I like to get there early, so I'll be in the first set of 30 cars, because if I'm in the second set, my block will have started well before I even get in the warehouse. Once they let us in the warehouse, we have 15 minutes to get loaded. If you are not done, then you will have to exit, go back around, and finish loading your packages. Well, this is the rule, but I've never actually seen them make somebody do this. They just make everyone else wait until that person's done. As we enter the warehouse, yellow vest 2, 3, and 4 direct us in, guide us on how far we need to pull up, and number 3 guy has a bullhorn that is very loud and annoying. None of us can get out of our car until the bullhorn guy says so. We have to wait until all the cars pull in and the doors close. Once the bullhorn fuck says scan your code, it's like an episode of Amazing Race. It's a mad dash to get to the blue vest number 5 first to scan your arrival code, because a long line will begin to form. There are always people with cracked phones that have camera issues, and the blue vest guy has to manually add you to the system. This takes about a minute per person, so now we have to wait even longer to scan our arrival code. I don't have a fucking clue how these people can scan their packages with a fucked up phone. Alright, now after I scan my arrival code and come over here and grab a cart, I have to carefully push it back to my car because the wheels on the carts are all fucked up, and most of the time I have to fight with the cart to get it to go where I want it to. People's cars get hit all the time by these carts. We complain about it but our complaints are fucking ignored. By the time I have scanned my arrival code and returned to my car with my packages, it's been anywhere between 3 to 8 minutes. This all depends on where I have parked in the warehouse and if I got behind a cracked phone flexor. It usually takes me 7 to 8 minutes to scan, organize, and load my packages into my car, and then another 2 to 5 minutes to take my cart back to the sorting area and then verify my packages with the blue vest guy. At this point, I'm waiting for everyone else to get done so we can get the fuck out of there and get started. This could be another 10 to 15 minutes. The system is so fucking inefficient. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this video right here. This is gonna be part 1 of 3 parts. The next video will be about the old system, and then the third video will be a spreadsheet that I created that breaks down all the times and how long it takes and why they get backed up so bad. And as you can see in the video, I am wearing a DeliveryDeriven sweatshirt. It is pretty good quality. I have not washed it yet, so I don't know how well it will last. It was it's through a company called Teesprings, and I set it up to where it's like $20, and I only make 14 cents. But this will only be for the next 5 days. After 5 days, I'm gonna bump it up to $25. That way, at least I make a little bit of money. Please buy one, support me, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.